I think what I do have as a female is a little bit more of that sensitivity or that understanding. So life happens, things happen. So I feel that I have more of that sort of like nurturing nature to be like, don't worry. However, these are sort of the boundaries that we need to follow in this situation, but I completely understand. And how can I help you as a professional in the most professional way? I know, and I don't know who ever said this, but I once heard someone sort of quote a saying of, always be the leader that you wanted your leaders to be. So we always think of like those people who mentored us along the way. Yeah. And I was very lucky. I had the most incredible mentor when I was studying in the States. His name is Steve Huff, and he led the creative department at Virginia Western. And he, to me, was that leader that I am so grateful that I have, but I've always kept in the back of my mind of what would Steve say, like in this situation? What would he do in this situation? And I think it really is about having this understanding that we are still people in a very stressful world. And how can I help this person from in a personal way, but also in the most professional way possible? I have found, though, that it was quite interesting, especially when I was working in agency, that the men in my team kind of, especially when it came to those personal conversations, I didn't feel that they could approach me, even though I knew that I was, or hoped that I was, a really approachable person. I found that the men or the males sort of, gosh, now I've lost my train of thought.
No worries.
I found that they didn't want to approach me or it wasn't as easy as sort of the females in my team did. And I thought that was quite interesting. And even if I was like super, like that we had like good sort of communications and we had like a good energy together, that we could collaborate really, it was when that personal life came in that it was a little bit more tricky. And maybe it was them also not wanting to overstep any boundaries. I'm not too sure. Maybe that was like something subconsciously from them that they thought, if I went to Lauren with like this personal issue, like, am I overstepping this like personal boundary? But right now, especially at Superside, I'm finding that we have such this beautiful balance. And maybe it's also because everything is remote. You're not sort of sitting in person. So if people feel it's a little bit more easier to gravitate or to sort of open up about issues. But I feel at the moment I have this beautiful balance because my team currently is 50. It's a beautiful 50-50 split.
Wow.
And I find that both parties, no matter male or female, can really approach me with any issues that they have.
That's amazing.
So yeah, maybe it is just this remote nature, but I think it's also got a lot to do with the energy and sort of the motivation that Superside has created in their community, because that's what we call ourselves. We in this community. And that's what it definitely feels like. And maybe that is helping people to feel that it's a people business instead of just like a hardcore agency where I don't feel I can have those personal relationships with my leaders.